Johnson's memo also referenced comments by Sen. Bernie Sanders, IVT, from January 4, 2018. During President Donald Trump's first term. The truth is that shutting down the government is a serious and dangerous action that we must do everything possible to prevent. Shutting down the government would impact tens of millions of our fellow Americans who would be unable to access government services. Senate Democrats, then in the minority, agreed to the GOP's short-term funding bill in exchange for public assurances for a vote on immigration legislation. Anna Baer, a spokesperson for Sanders, told Fox News Digital that the senator absolutely still believes that a government shutdown is serious and dangerous, and urges the Trump administration and his Republican colleagues not to do it. But that he's been clear he'd support Senate Democrats' counterproposal over the GOP's bill. President Trump's party controls the House, Senate, and White House and has the responsibility of keeping the government open, Baer said. Sen. Bernie Sanders. Senator Bernie Sanders, ranking member of the Senate Health, Education, Labor, and Pensions Committee, arrives for a confirmation hearing in Washington, D.C. on Wednesday, July 16, 2025. During an earlier standoff in late 2023, Sen. Mark Kelly, Dieris said, according to Johnson's memo, a government shutdown would have serious impacts. Service members won't get their paychecks. Airports could have major delays. Nutrition assistance for children could be cut off. We can't let any of that happen. Congress needs to work together to prevent a shutdown. Kelly argued in a statement to Fox News Digital that Trump would rather shut the government down than keep healthcare premiums from skyrocketing for millions of Americans. The only person who wants a government shutdown is President Donald Trump, he said. Sen. Chris Murphy, Qua said in November that year, the priority has to be keeping the government open. And I think this is a moment where reasonable people in the Senate, and that's where most of the reasonable people are these days, have to make sure that we are not making the perfect the enemy of the good. And Sen. Maggie Hassan, DNH, who along with Schumer voted to advance the GOP's CR earlier this year, said in Dec. 2024 that shutdowns would risk national security and threatening livelihoods, which is why it is important that we voted on a bipartisan basis to avert a shutdown. A spokesperson for Hassan told Fox News Digital that she still believed that a government shutdown could cause real pain. Placeholder. Which is why she is urging President Trump and congressional Republicans to come to the table and work with Democrats to keep the government open and pass a funding bill that protects access to health care for millions of Americans, they said. 5-8 House Dems vote against resolution honoring life and legacy of Charlie Kirk. The House passed a short-term extension, keeping federal funding levels roughly the same, called a continuing resolution CR last week. The vote fell largely along party lines, with just one Democrat crossing the aisle in the measure's favor. The bill also included an extra $30 million for Lawmakers security, which was welcomed by both sides, as well as $58 million requested by the White House for executive and judicial branch security. An effort to consider the bill in the Senate hours later was scuttled when most Democrats, along with 2 Republicans, opposed a vote to begin debating the measure.